Good afternoon and welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. If you're new here, my name is Reese 4Ps from KFC or Wookie Triple XL, and in today's review, I need a haircut edition. I'm having a look at the Razer Naga Pro, which doesn't need a haircut because actually it's a very sick product. So I reviewed the Razer Death Adder Wireless a little bit ago, but like sometime last week really, and I quite liked that. The price point was a little bit on the steeper end for the price versus performance. It definitely had some premium attached to it, but this guy over here, as far as wireless mice and high performance wireless mice go, this actually pretty much is the bargain of the century because it's literally 3 products in one, as you can see by the modular system over here to my right. But before we get into that, let me just talk about connectivity and how it all works together. So connecting block for your convenience, there is the 2.4 gigahertz wireless receiver, which is this tiny little dude here. It does fit quite nicely into the mouse as well, underneath this removable thumb pad area, so you can put it into there quite nicely for travel, and then it does clip back into position just like that. It's got both 2.4 and Bluetooth, similarly to its Death Adder brother, and it's got the same sensor, which is absolutely fantastic. 20,000 dpi's of optical with over 600 inches per second, 50G acceleration, so you won't be able to skip this out very easily. And that's really where the similarities start and end, because this has some really good body pieces up its sleeve. Namely, like I said, being this modular system. It is a little bit heavier, even as it stands without the thumb pad on, than the Death Adder. There is a bit more battery life for that weight though. So on the side here, you have one of 3 options. One of them being a 6-button option, which I find particularly nice for things like MOBAs, like Dota 2 for instance. You could put all of your slots on these buttons, and because there's nice little grooves and ridges between them, and because of the location, they're actually very easy to get to. The back ones are a little bit of a stretch, but it wasn't so bad that it really flummoxed me in game or made me feel like they weren't helping me out. I generally use the front 4 because I didn't really have more than 4 activation items in my inventory at any one point. I usually average 3 or 4. And with spacebar, that if you're counting, that makes it 7. So really easy, nice to use like that. Now for our World of Warcraft players, then they have included 15 buttons extra. Oh, sorry, 12. My quick maths was bad there. But 12 extra buttons on the side for you, all right there under the click of your thumb. So if you've just gotten back into WoW, then this might be the mouse for you, because as soon as you're done playing with WoW, you can literally just swap out the buttons and everything will work completely seamlessly with that. As soon as you swap it out, the Razer Synapse software knows how many buttons are actually on the mouse. You can adjust your profiling there quite quickly and easily. You can macro literally any sequence of buttons you want just about onto any of these buttons. And then, like I say, you can have 2, 6 or 12. So you're getting a 3-in-1 with this mouse. And if that wasn't enough, I have to say, the comfort on this mouse is absolutely phenomenal. For long periods of time of sitting in front of the PC and using the mouse, this is probably one of the most comfy shapes I've ever used. Everybody that pretty much has used the mouse has come through my place recently. I've made them just have a feel with this thing, just for that comfort, and it suits large hands, it just suits small hands, and everything in between. And the reason that it's so comfortable is that it accounts for every single finger, which is absolutely fantastic. Another thing on the shape that I really do like as well is the fact that the outsides are curved up like that, so when you hold it to lift is actually quite a lot easier. The Death Adder, the outside is kind of curved down like that. Do I think that this could replace that as an FPS mouse though? I really don't, just because that mouse is 88 grams. It is incredibly light. I would like to see them just take a design key from this a little bit and make this outer edge with a bit of a rut in it like that, so that you can grip it just that much easier. But the Death Adder and this Naga Pro, the wireless technology is phenomenal. Bluetooth works great, everything works as advertised. And this one, like I said, has got a little bit of a better battery time, and it's also got compatibility for that nice little dock. In conclusion then, Do I think this is a good mouse? It's a phenomenal mouse. It's incredible. If you have usage for these other areas, so if you are like me and you play a wide variety of games, the only one I probably wouldn't use personally is the 12, because I don't play like MMO RPGs like WoW or Guild Wars or anything to that effect. So usage of that for me is a little bit downplayed. But just to be able to, oh, I'm done playing with CS, I want to play some Dota, I can swap out for 6 buttons on my thumb, and then all of my inventory and stuff is mapped to that automatically. Like, that's absolutely fantastic. The only criticism I have, really major criticism I have physically about these Razer mouse, is the fact that this is a molded cable on the micro USB, so connecting it into the mouse or into the dock is limited by you having this specific cable. It is very good, like it's really nicely braided, garrets are good, etc. As I covered in the last review, the cable is good quality. It's just, if it does break, you never know what happens. A cat gets at it, or your hamster gets out of the cage and decides this specific cable is the one that it's going to chew. What then? Then you're a bit in between. That's about the only thing, or the only like major drawback. It's not even really a major drawback. It's the only real drawback that I can see for this product. All in all, Razer's stepped up to the plate considerably with the premium gaming mouse, and I would literally say that as an all-round product, this is pretty much one of the best mice I've ever used. Anyway, that is all we have time for in this review. Have a good one. If you have enjoyed this, hit us up with a like and subscribe. See you on the flip side. Wednesday on a computer, figure out why you would be mad at me. You say it's nothing, but it never ever changes. Just like